Hi guys, welcome to another one of my videos. It's been a while. Today I am just going to be talking a little bit about my experience because this past October marked my 1-year anniversary of losing my job. And today is just going to be a little story I'm going to share to you guys just to give you some context about my situation here in China. And yeah, maybe you guys can relate to it. So, without further ado, the lessons that I have learned while living in this marvelous, overpopulated, but equally beautiful city. This is what happened. So, I had been working for this company for about 3-4 months. Things were going pretty well. I was teaching English at a training center, and lo and behold, one lovely Friday afternoon, I walk into the training center and then they announce, boom, it's over. Pick up your stuff and go. We're closing. And I was so shocked. All my thoughts were spiraling out of control. I didn't know what to do next. And then I reflected a little bit and thought, okay, well, what is my purpose being here in China? Is it to work at an English school or is it something completely different? And when I reflected, I realized, okay, actually what I want to do is I actually want to learn Chinese and then use it professionally. Yes, perhaps I could use it for teaching, but I can also use it for other skills. So in this lesson of October 2019, I learned that a stable job simply doesn't exist. It will never exist. Things are going to change inevitably. Us being alive is also temporary, so we have to think about that, and we have to really think, okay, what do I really want to do, and is it worth it? I personally was surprised by how much I enjoyed later on working for myself rather than working for other people. I never thought that I would be capable of this, but there you go. It happened. So shortly after I lost my job and almost lost my head, I began searching for other options. I enrolled myself at a school and went through a whirlwind of processes for that. If you're interested about that, I can make another video for that. When the virus happened and the quarantine happened and I had no source of income whatsoever, I finally turned to a platform that I was actually quite intimidated to start using in the beginning, just because it was a huge hurdle to go over. You had to make a video, if I wanted to do it, I wanted to do it well, and as I was teaching in the past, I never had the energy to teach extra hours, so I actually ended up going for it, and I am currently teaching on Italki, different languages, and I love it. I love all the people that I am in contact with, and I see their progress, and it really makes my day. It's really the best thing ever, and it's just very me. I'm actually glad that all these things happened. I'm glad I lost my job, actually. I really like the path that my life has taken now, because it's more like, okay, doing what you love, doing what you're passionate about. And these days I've been not very active on YouTube. It goes to show that I've been working more on Italki than I've been making YouTube videos, and I would like to put more energy towards my YouTube videos because I really think that I could do something more with it. So I know some of you have been asking me, oh, you should make daily vlogs, you should make more videos, and I totally agree with you, and I'm just trying to organize my schedule in order to fit that into my daily routine. So hopefully I can do more of that in the future, like the daily vlogs. When there's a will, there's a way. After I lost my job, I was completely lost as to what should I do, where should I go? Should I go to another job? Should I study? What do I do? So I had to go abroad, go to Thailand, get my visa stuff done, and then come back to the US in order to get all that done. And just a process that they do with student visas. If it's not with the university, it would be X2. Now I'm at a university, so now it's a different situation, but before it was with a different company, and yeah, this all worked out, but because of the virus, I couldn't stay at that school. I obviously had to switch to an institution backed by the government. Now it's more official, so that's great. Keeping in touch with loved ones is too important to ignore. And I realized that as more time has passed, I have never been so in touch with my family members as I have been now, especially when I'm abroad, me being abroad now. Because when I was living abroad in France in my college years, I definitely was not as communicative with my parents, especially as I am today. So that is definitely something that I have sensed a change in within myself. Also because of this whole virus situation, it's really, I know it's not only for myself, but lots of people out there, it's kind of opening our minds as to, okay, we need to really cherish the people that we love, because we don't know what's gonna happen at any point. So it's really, really important to keep in touch, show that you care. And I know I can do a better job with my extended family. Just, as long as you're trying, then that's what you can do. In my last video, I made a cooking video. But if I'm totally honest with you, even from last year backwards, I absolutely hated cooking. Anything that dealt with cooking, just absolutely, you will not find me in the kitchen, okay? That's just basically it. A story that my dad loves to tell is the time when I burned a pan on the stove. Basically. I was trying to make pasta, and I actually turned on the wrong stove, the wrong burner, and voila, that's what happened. So if me at, I don't know how old I was, 20? Oh my god, 19, 20? If I was doing that at that age, oh my god. But thankfully, again, the virus has changed things, and now I'm cooking way more than before. I'm actually cooking meals instead of scrambled eggs, and what was it that I would make? Scrambled eggs, cereal, and toast, whatever, like these simple things. That's what I would make, but not anymore. No one else can change you other than you. The change must come from within. I mean, I think this goes for my example with cooking. I was very stubborn when it came to cooking, never wanted to cook. Why? And I know why. It's because my dad is an amazing cook. I never wanted to cook. Why? Because my dad was there. I'll just let him cook. I'll just eat your food. Like, yeah, but now I'm here in China. I have to cook for myself. Otherwise, I'll just starve, I mean, I could ask my dad to send me food packages, but, I don't think that's gonna taste very good by the time it comes here. But anyway, yeah, no one else can really catalyze that change within you except for you. I mean, me making this video that I've been avoiding making for the past few days, or that I started making, and then my SD card went out, and then I was like, oh, I can't make this video. Then I had to sit back again and then redo everything, and now I'm making this video. No one can instigate you, no one can provoke you to do anything, no one can force you to do anything. You have to decide. It's too comfortable to not change. Change is so uncomfortable, leaves me crying in bed at night, kind of uncomfortable. But it's a good change. It's really worth it, I would say. I mean, not saying that, crying is fun. No, not saying that you have to cry. But you get what I mean. I don't have to explain. Lesson number 6. This is oh god, that's how I know I've been living in China for 1 year, because this means 6. Journaling is so important, and I think any form of mental release, whether that be speaking to someone like a therapist or writing in a journal, if you have the time to write in a journal, and if you can push past the resistance of journaling, because I felt it. I was so good about journaling this summer, and it was amazing. It really opened doors for me. It really made me feel more in touch with myself and my feelings. I fell off of it, and now I'm back on it. So it's really all about habits. As I conclude this video, super short, don't know if you guys can relate to this, but make sure that you are doing what you love, because that's what's gonna bring you happiness at the end of the day. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is more of a storytelling video, more me kind of voicing my thoughts, my experiences in the past year, from coming here as an English teacher to losing my job suddenly one day to scrambling to find a way to stay in China because I realized that my goal was actually to learn Chinese, to really thinking about my goals and making them concrete and forcing myself to do new things, such as starting my, I guess you could call it online business on Italki, like teaching business on Italki, as well as starting a YouTube channel and trying to be consistent on that, as well as taking photos, etc. Oh, and let's not forget the virus that hit, this pandemic, of course, that just spiraled everything out of control. Despite all these crazy things, I've personally learned a lot in this 1 year. I feel like I've grown a lot, and I think that if I were to go back to the States right now, even though my Chinese is not at the level that I want it to be, but I think that if I were to go back to the States right now, I will have been just a completely different person than I was when I left. And I think that's always the goal when you travel abroad. You know, you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to be stretched in uncomfortable positions. And that's what I love about living abroad. So yeah, hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave your thoughts. If you live abroad, would love to hear your experiences, especially if you live in China, would love to hear that. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. So bye.